the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show with Billy the Kid and Scott Tang.
Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show.
It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah? It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah!
What is going on? I'm Scott.
And I'm Bill.
And this is
The Bill and Scott Cubicle Show.
Epi number 103.
Oh, good. I'm glad you remember what number it was because I forgot.
God, I don't know how many more episode numbers I'm going to keep track of, to be completely honest with you, because it's just starting to be...
We're getting into the stratosphere.
Yeah.
Like 100 plus?
Yeah. We're in syndication now.
We
Wow.
could be. Get
Consider
at
us.
us, TBS.
Get us that big money. So we're going to get into some why Selena Gomez's mom hates Justin Bieber. Offset getting Nicki or Cardi. Almost slipped up. Maybe Nicki was one of those girls in the video. Uh-oh.
We got a special
What did
guest.
you guys do for episode 100?
That was the season 2 premiere.
Yeah,
that was
season
last
2
Tuesday.
But I thought we were going to have like a big party or something.
We
should
did.
have
We
had a
had,
party.
I mean, everybody that's usually on the show kind of like wandered by at least. I believe you walked through and said something. I mean, it seemed like
And
a
then
busy
there
day
was
for
one
you.
of those meetings.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Allie.
Do you want to like get in the frame so that
No.
people can? You
No.
don't want to wave?
No,
Say
I
Happy
just-
Martin Luther King Day.
Happy Martin Luther King Day.
Alright,
That's
you
from
gotta
Allie
take it.
Reed. You can catch her on Fly 92. All right, so
Wait. Where was?
So,
Oh,
Offset-
it's Judge Caruso from Cahoes.
Offset got Cardi B's name tattooed on. I don't know who Judge Russo is.
No, okay. Just before we hit this, Jake, when I was coming in, the girl who was on with him on Fly, he introduced her to me as Judge Caruso from Cahoes. I was like, there's no way she's a real judge. A real judge wouldn't be in here at 5 in the morning.
No, judges don't get up at that time. All right, so anyways, we got a poll going on right now at Jams963 on Twitter. Now that Offset tatted Cardi B's name on his neck, how long do you think the relationship will last for? Under 6 months, 6 months to a year, or for life? Not for TDC.
You are flying through this. You're like...
I am charged up today.
Okay. We got the info that Offset from Migos, who is engaged to Cardi B, got the name Cardi B
You
tattooed
should like
on
slide
his
over
neck.
more and be more in the picture.
So it's like, all right, so pretend I'm Offset. It would say Cardi B right here. Just the name, not her face. Thank goodness, because face tattoos are, that's bad. But, okay, I think I can think of a couple of reasons for him to do this. And people always say it's a bad omen when you get somebody else's name tattooed upon your body, right?
Yeah.
Like, the relationship is probably doomed. So yeah, hit that poll at Jams963 on Twitter. But the two main reasons I can think of for this are to prove his loyalty to her, you know, because there's been a lot of rumors. Hey, look at this.
John's
Looks
happy
like-
with his team's victory.
Woo! Not done. The 2017 playoffs. Well, those are done.
Yeah.
But
But the
the
2018
spirit
aren't
of the Patriots lives on in John, Riley, G
This
Dog.
game is done.
and you
the
won
next-
it.
But yeah,
You want it all.
Do you think you're gonna win it all again?
chances are good.
Ooh.
I don't know. You know, we'll see. But I
What if
think
they're playing the Vikings at home?
They're not.
The Vikings?
Oh,
if they
the-
win,
the-
they'll
the
be playing at
Minnesota,
home. Yeah, that's what I'm
right.
saying.
Wow,
You gotta shake the 8 ball.
that's gonna be tough.
Magic 8 ball.
This is
We'll
the
see
most
what
I've ever
happens.
known about football in my life. So.
I just wanted to say hi.
Welcome back, John.
Welcome back. Happy Martin Luther King Day. So
Martin Luther King Jr.
yes.
We got to make sure we throw that respect on his name because he did have a dad whose name was also Martin Luther King.
Yeah.
Anyway, where were we? Oh, yeah, two main reasons. Either he's trying to prove his loyalty because he's been accused of cheating multiple times and pretty much has been, like, confirmed. She's been like, yeah, he cheats on me, but so what? What am I supposed to hop on some other guy's joystick?
Right.
And or to prove to us that this engagement is not a publicity stunt. So proving that it's not a publicity stunt by way of a publicity stunt, I don't know if that's the best look.
All right, so here's a few takeaways. Number one, I do think it's his way of trying to clean it up. Like, no, baby, I really love you. Look, I got your name tatted on me. I'm so in love. Really, he's not, because he knows, A, I've got enough money to get this damn thing lasered off if I want. And number two, I could just tat over it. It was just like a little name. It looked like it was just regular black ink. So, you know what that's just the basic. It wasn't like there's crazy colors and everything into it. So if they did do a cover up there, he might be able to change Cardi B into the Migos, see?
That's true. It's not like, what was it, Janae Aiko got Big Sean's face tattooed on, like, her for forearm or her bicep or something like
Easy
that.
cover up. You got just basic black ink. You know what I mean? You pick whatever you want. Get the Atlanta skyline or something. Put it on your neck. And then there goes Cardi B.
Oh man,
But I think Cardi B is playing herself, to be honest with you. And if I had a DJ Khaled, congratulations, you played yourself drop in the computer, which I need to because I have it in the computer that I do on my show in the afternoon. So
new feature on the Cubicle
yes,
Show.
because I would definitely hit Cardi B with a congratulations, you played yourself.
I mean, she's still got a $500,000 ring. So worst case scenario, she's got $500,000
Here's
on her
the thing.
finger.
All right, so we got the poll running. Here's another question. If you are engaged to somebody and you end the engagement, do you give back the ring?
I think if you're a decent person, you do. If you end the engagement, if they dump you, that's a different story. If the person who initiated the engagement dumps the engagee who has the ring, then you get to keep the ring. If you break up with them, you better give that ring back. You better believe I want my money back.
That's a good
I
question.
think it's all about the context.
I'm gonna do that this afternoon on Jams 96.3.
There you go.
So think about your answer now and tell me.
Also, I just want to point out my favorite thing about the story actually is that Offset also has Buttercup from the Powerpuff Girls tattooed on his neck above Cardi B. So he could just erase the Cardi and put Uttercup on next to that B, and it could be like, look, I planned this all along. Okay.
All right, so real quick, though, with the poll at Jams963, it is at 50-50 right now for under 6 months and 6 months to a year. So far, nobody's think it's going to last for life.
I feel like you'd have to be naive to think this will last for life.
All right, so why does Selena Gomez's mother hate the bee?
Oh, actually, I'm so glad you asked. Because you, Scott, as one of those media purveyors of falsified information, are about to have a truth bomb dropped on you by the kid.
So do you say I spread fake news?
I
because
say
I'm in the media?
you're not helping. I say if fake news was a grease fire, you're throwing water on it. And that's not how you put out a grease fire.
No,
By the
that's how
way,
you get it to
safety
go on.
PSA, yeah, throwing water on a grease fire just makes it spread. Use baking soda or smother it with a towel or something if you have a fire in your kitchen.
Don't sit on it.
Yeah, don't do that. Unless you got a big fat butt and you're willing to
I cannot
take one for the
lie.
team. Anyway, so this whole time we've been hearing from sources that Selena's family can't stand the fact that she's back with Justin Bieber. But now we finally got it straight from mom's mouth. Mandy Teefy, Selena Gomez's
That's her
dear
last
sweet
name,
mother.
Teefy?
Yeah, I mean she's been remarried.
Oh.
So she says that she is, quote, not happy. So that part is true. She's not a fan. But she then also said Selena can live her life however she wants as long as she is happy, safe, and healthy. And I think she's putting a big stress on her health because of her, she's got lupus and she's got the kidney problems and she had to have a transplant and all of that. So she wants to make sure that her daughter's physical safety is like priority number one.
Do you think that Selena actually really likes Justin, or do you think Justin's manipulating her?
No, I think she likes him. I think that thing that she said about love being forever and like forgiving people for their past mistakes, I think that's a fair point, especially if you've gone through a couple of other dudes since then and they've just been
Do you think Selena feels that her time is running out and that Justin is like the safest bet?
That's grim. Man, that should have been our poll. Can we do poll number 2?
Yeah, we'll throw that up in a little bit.
No, I think they've...
You don't think that she feels her time's running out? She's like, well, I had a lot of fun with Justin. He's my first love. Let me go back to him, and I can live out the rest of my years with
She's got a
him.
brand new kidney.
Doesn't mean it's going to, stay. Hopefully
That's
it
true.
does.
I mean, you never know with that kind of thing. Well, I've heard stories of people, getting successful transplants and then, a long time later, their body being like, actually, nah, I don't want this one.
What if we find out that Selena had the same doctor that initialed his name on that other organ, and she's got some initials on her new live?
Well, that's going back a little ways. The guy that put his initials on somebody's liver after a liver transplant,
Yeah.
he initialed her in there. What if he went into her brain too and rewired her to want Justin Bieber back?
See, that's
What if Justin Bieber paid for this surgery and had the doctor slip a little
Oh man, dude.
something in her?
Stay woke. Oh my god.
But
Wow.
when
Don't you think that's the case, John?
No.
Oh.
Well, can we get a flame broiled take from G Dog on to Justin Bieber, Selena Gomez?
All right, so as we wait,
No, I
if
guess that's a
John
no.
comes back over, we'll
Well,
get the flame broiled
Let's get
take
one from
him.
Stephanie, because Stephanie, you got a flame broiled take for us?
Come on over here,
Justin
real
Bieber
quick.
and Selena Gomez getting back together. Scott posed a good question that I don't really have a great answer to.
right, so my question is
dual wielding flame broil takes.
All right, so is Selena just with Justin right now because she knows her time is possibly running out?
No.
And she's like, okay, let me go back to my first love. We had a
No.
lot of connections, and I'll just live out my last of my year with him.
No.
No?
No.
I think they love each other.
Probably.
I think Justin Bieber, though, has got a lot of problems because he keeps putting more tattoos on his body. So the more tattoos you put on, I think it's like a cry for help.
Mm.
Ooh, that's a hot take.
That's why I have no tattoos. I need no help. I'm my own man. I got everything under control.
I'm surprised you're not fully tatted. Face
Oh my
tattoos and
God.
everything.
Bill will get that one tattoo and he'll put it like on his face.
Right here. Right in the middle of your forehead.
I have put extensive thought into it, and there's nothing that I value so much that I would want it written on my body forever. I just
You can
that's
get
just
fake
me.
ones now that like last to 7 weeks.
7 weeks.
Yeah.
Let's just be thankful that he didn't put anything about the best summer ever on his body this summer.
See, I'm not that hasty.
Oh yeah, right.
I'm not. There was nothing hasty.
He already had his
Mm.
ring picked out.
I did not have a ring picked out. I did
and
not.
Stephanie and
I
I
did
were
not.
talking about this
Very
last
crazy.
week, where there's a lot of women that go on Pinterest
Mhm.
and they plan out their entire wedding, their wedding song, their dress, where they're gonna get married, like the hall,
venue
the
and
venue, everything.
Centerpieces.
food.
And the catch is they don't even have a man. They just do it in their spare time.
Well,
So this is like the reverse version.
I didn't plan
Of
out a
Bill.
wedding. I did not plan out a wedding. Just because I met somebody that I liked and was into doesn't mean I have my wedding planned out. I tattooed her name on my neck like Offset. That is not what
Don't you
happened.
think it's
This is
strange?
fake news.
I don't get it.
Didn't Tiger tattoo Kylie's name on his body too? And they were like,
Tiger?
"Oh,
No hard R there.
Tiger.
Tigger.
It's
I don't know.
Tiger.
Tiger. Tigger.
Some rap name.
Wow. So
Tiger.
You're using the hard R
Let's
on
circle-
Martin Luther
let's
King
circle
Day.
back
That
real
is
quick.
that's inappropriate.
Do you think that it's odd for a girl to do that
No.
when she has no boyfriend or like you already have your whole pretty much wedding picked out,
It just like.
but you did it before you even had a boyfriend, right?
No, I didn't have my whole wedding picked out. I just had like dress options and like color scheme options, centerpiece
You-
options.
did you-
So pretty much everything.
Gifts.
Do you have the,
Scoot closer
There's
so I
a
can
lot
put my face in the
more.
front.
do you
There
have,
we go.
Do you have the
That feels
ring
better.
picked out too?
I have.
She
ring
just scooted back.
options. Yeah.
So how do you like kind of hint that hey, I want to get married. Here's the
I don't
ring you
really
need to
tell
buy.
him you have the friend that does that.
Oh, so you set it
see,
up.
there we. Can we get another? Can we get another
it's
one?
called manipulation.
Yeah. 3, 4.
Let's stay woke.
Stay woke.
Stay
They
woke.
woke me.
I don't think there's anything wrong,
you
by
just-
the way.
What is
with-
woke?
Look, okay. I don't think there's anything wrong. We'll explain this in a second. With having your wedding planned out, if you're, like if a lot of girls like dream about their wedding day. It's like when you dream about your career and having your career goals planned out. There's nothing wrong with that. It's like dreaming about being a superhero and having your superhero name and costume picked out.
I wouldn't say that's
I'd say that's exactly what it's like.
not
So
really, 'cause
one day
superheroes
when
are
I get
not real.
when I get
They're
dropped in a vat of toxic waste,
real. Yeah,
you better believe
never gonna happen.
the
But I think Selena went back to Justin because she's like that one girl that's like, I can never get over my first love. You know, like that whole saying, like, you'll never get over your first
Yeah.
love.
Mm.
She's like that one example because it's bullshit.
Oh, you don't
Oh!
like it? You don't ship?
No, because
Whoa, Rye Guy! There goes
no
Rye Guy.
one-
We're turning into Saturday Night Live on the Cubicle Show.
Oh no!
That's bombs everywhere.
That's topical because that just
There's,
happened
like,
this weekend.
One out of maybe 100 people that stay with their first true love.
Mm. I don't think anybody stays with anybody
Yeah,
that long.
too. But I also just don't think no one ends up with the person that their first love.
If you hit 10 years with somebody, that's insane.
You heard it here from Scott first. If you hit, I want to get a little ticker that says if you hit 10 years with somebody, that's insane.
That's
It's
insane.
like on CNN.
So
Okay.
Jim Carrey, Diana Ross, and Magic Johnson all thought they were going to die
This is a
This
great
weekend.
story, man.
because they happened to be in Hawaii when the fake alarm went off. What was it, like
It
something
was like a
about
ballistic missile was headed for one of the islands.
and
in
like
Hawaii.
people were panicking,
It was
like
the
kids were being
emergency
put
alert.
down in like storage drains, like people were taking shelter, everybody was flipping out.
You know those emergency alerts you get in your phone where it's like, and it like makes a really loud noise.
But this one like even said,
got-
"This is not a test."
Yeah, this is not a drill. They thought there was a missile coming from now. There were people who were saying like, oh, it was a nuke, like nuke from North Korea, which I don't think is even really feasible. I think a nuke from North Korea would get shot down before it got anywhere near us. But
Jim Carrey
it didn't-
tweeted, What's that? Go ahead.
No, they didn't specify that it was a nuke. They just said it was a missile.
Yeah.
So.
Jim Carrey tweeted, "Woke up this morning in Hawaii with 10 minutes to live. It was a false alarm, but a real psychic warning." So
does Jim Carrey think that it was a warning that in the future there's going to be a missile attack on the United
I
States?
think there's a good chance that there is. I mean, I don't think North Korea is the most stablest of countries, and that's like the country that would,
That's
go for
true.
Hawaii.
I guess you're right when you talk about like mutually assured destruction and all that. Like when the nukes start flying, everybody dies. If you're unstable, you probably don't really care about that too much.
Yeah, why would you? Well, we're here real quick, and before we get into this one thing with this La La Land for you, I have to bring up Dennis Rodman, right? Speaking of North Korea and everything.
Oh wait, before we move to that, I just want to say, because I don't think we considered this. It took them 40 minutes to clarify that it was not. That it was a false alarm. 40 minutes, people were freaking out, thinking they were about to die.
Worst 40 minutes of their life. That would suck. So Dennis Rodman was arrested in Newport Beach on Saturday. He got a DUI. He was driving intoxicated, pulled over for a basic traffic violation. Then he did a sobriety test, which he failed, and he was locked up and then released. Well, anyways, he blew over the .08 legal limit. Now, shouldn't we be giving Dennis Rodman a little bit more respect? Can we cut him? Listen, I'm not saying go out there and drink and drive by any means, but Dennis Rodman, he's the only one that's risking his life to fly to North Korea to try to bring peace between America and North Korea. The guy is he's doing so much for two countries, for hundreds of millions of people, and this is how we treat him? Another DUI?
So you're saying...
I bet you Kim Jong-un would let him go free.
The living legend, Dennis Rodman, is our last hope against North Korea.
Trump, if you're anything like Kim Jong-un, you'd let Dennis Rodman go.
Here's the problem, is that if Trump, gives him a pardon on this, then he's going to be tweeting about it for weeks on end, especially if Dennis Rodman doesn't say thank you, because we already know, because that actually happened with the LeVar Ball thing. Or was it, it was his son, right?
Yeah,
none of them
son.
thanked him, and then Trump was just
No,
throwing
LeVar didn't. The son did thank him because he was with
LeVar
UCLA.
that didn't thank him, but LeVar didn't, and Trump was throwing a fit for 3 weeks about that.
Think about how he feel with his BFF Donald, or what is his name? Dennis Rodman.
Oh, Dennis Rodman.
Not saying thank you.
Yeah.
But come on, we gotta give him some respect here. All right. Well, anyways.
Speaking of respect, the number one album in the country for the last 2 weeks straight is the soundtrack to The Greatest Showman. Where's Tall Sean? He was giving me some crap for liking The Greatest Showman last week. Tall Sean,
yeah,
you look busy.
yeah.
All right, well, he's busy. But what I want to say is...
Still a dumb movie.
He's busy. Look at that. What a guy. He's busy, but he still tosses his opinion and his hat into the ring.
There's
The Greatest
the
Showman.
flame-broiled hot take from Sean this morning.
The Greatest Showman. It's in theaters now, and I'm gonna do some promo for it because it was the best movie of 2017. Watching Wolverine sing about the circus with Zac Efron, who I love from High School Musical, and Zendaya. She's beautiful. Yeah, it was great. I mean, sorry, I just spit on your computer, but it's just a really good movie.
You love musicals,
I
don't
do
you?
enjoy musicals.
You were a big fan of La La Land.
Yeah, you wrote La La Land on the cue sheet there.
Because it's the same movie to me, in my opinion.
Well, La La Land was the best movie of 2016. The Greatest Showman was the best movie of 2017.
All right, so are you just as obsessed with this movie as your sister? I've seen your sister post a picture, right?
I'm not.
And she's been to it looked like
11 times as of yesterday. She's seen it.
Okay,
that's
so
thanks
she went
to Movie
again.
Pass. So she's not actually paying for a ticket
but
every
she's
time.
still gone and seen it.
Yeah,
that many
she's
times.
seen it.
I don't know
times.
what movie I've even seen 10 times in general in my life.
That's true.
So how many times have you seen this La La or Greatest Showman?
I've seen it 4. Yesterday was the 4th, and it was the sing-along version that they're doing, I think, through Tuesday at Crossgate. So
you were in the theater singing?
I was belting it out.
Are you serious?
Dude, at the end, the end is...
Did you Snapchat any of this?
Powerful. No.
Did your sister?
No, not in the theater because it's disrespectful, don't pull your phone out and all that. But, they play the movie and they put subtitles up on the screen so you can sing along with it. And it's a sing-along. They went, my sister and some of my other roommates went on Saturday.
I don't even know what to say about that.
They went while I was at the gym on Saturday. And apparently the ticket takers were asking them, they were like, you're aware this is a musical, right? And it was like, yeah, or a sing-along. Yes, yes, we are. We're ready to sing.
Now we know why the best summer ever ended so quick.
Oh, man.
Because some people don't appreciate fine art. And some people run from their problems rather than
Yeah,
confront them. But what
damn.
do I know about that? Anyway,
That's crazy. I don't know what to say. So shout out to you.
You got to see it. You got to go see The Greatest Showman if you haven't seen it.
See, I'm not against seeing The Greatest Showman like once.
I wouldn't blame you
but
if you didn't want to see it more than once. But
I'm definitely not gonna go to no. I wouldn't go to no sing along and stuff because number one, you're not guaranteeing everybody can even freaking sing that good.
That's true.
So I mean, that might be a little painful.
There's a lot of
on
kids
the
in the
ears.
theater.
But
let me just say,
even worse.
I will
Kids
say that
singing is like the sound of like nails screeching on the board.
when I saw the trailer, I had like a vague passing interest. I was like, yeah, I'll go see that if everybody else goes. And that's the only reason I went the first time because my roommates really wanted to see it. So I was like, all right, I'll go see that. And I loved it. I saw it again and again and again. It just gets better every time. So.
Well, I'm not against it. I've seen a lot of musicals. My cousin was doing musicals and plays all through life, and I've seen all of her stuff. So, I'm not against it. But the sing-along?
Well, I mean, don't go to the
far,
sing-along
Bill.
your first time.
You've gone too far.
You got to learn the songs
You've
first.
gone too far.
And listen to the soundtrack. I can't even find the album in stores or on Amazon. That's how well it's apparently selling. It was sold out on Amazon. I went to order it because my sister got a trial of Prime for Christmas.
This has been like the extra long deluxe version.
Yeah, this
so
is deluxe.
before we end out the show here, when you get The Greatest Showman on Earth?
No, just The Greatest Showman.
When you get The Greatest Showman soundtrack, will that replace High School Musical 2 on the way to softball games this spring?
If I have to do like a test run, I'll have to listen to it on the way to a game, and if we win, then yes. If we lose, then we're going back to High School Musical.
Does Zac Efron, he's in
both,
right?
He's the common denominator.
Does he outshine his singing performance in the musical?
Yes.
High School Musical.
Yeah, he outshines High School Musical in this, yeah.
Okay.
This
All
is a more mature, more well-rounded performance.
So, Bill,
Can I ask you
anything
a quick
else?
question?
Yeah, quick question
Was
from
the
G-Dog.
Zac Efron performance in this movie better than Baywatch?
I didn't see Baywatch, actually. I want to, but and I like Zac Efron in general. You didn't like it?
Baywatch wasn't that great.
Okay. See, I like The Rock. I like Zac Efron.
And
so
I normally would
where's
say
my
it was
clown
good
nose?
just because The Rock is in it, but
Okay.
it
Did you see Jumanji?
Yes,
Okay,
seen
did
it
you
last
like
night.
it? Okay.
I liked it a lot, actually.
It was good.
It was really, really good. Am I gonna go see it like 10 times? No.
No, I mean, I might see it again if other people want to, just because I have Movie Pass and it's basically.
I'm waiting for my movie pass to
movies
come
for
in.
free,
I'm hoping
$10 a
sometime
month.
this week.
But yeah,
All right, so Monday through Thursday, 10:30 Eastern Time.
because that's the only time that matters. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
We'll see you tomorrow. Adios.
One. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show! That's what I'm talking about, boy! Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah? Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah! Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Not a rectangle show. Not a triangle show. Not a pyramid show. It's a cubicle show. Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah? Bill and Scott